Hey guys, we're going to be checking out a tune today by Tom Petty. The song is called Learning to Fly, and it uses chords from the key of C that we went over in an earlier lesson, so they should be chords that you're familiar with. And it's only 4 chords played in the same sequence over and over again as the entire tune. And what you're going to find is that a lot of great tunes really only use a few chords. Lots of great tunes use lots of more chords, but you can find lots of great tunes that only utilize a few chords. This is a great example of that. Now the chords in this tune, Learning to Fly by Tom Petty, are F major. The tune is in C major, but the first chord is F major. Second chord is C major. Third chord is A minor. Fourth chord is G major. That's the entire tune. So if we play the chords in sequence, it'll sound something like this if we play them with a very simple quarter note strum. Petty has a way of playing this tune where he plays eighth notes, and he plays them more percussively, and it ends up sounding something more like this. And on the G chord, he also has a habit of throwing in a C note, which is kind of what we call a suspension on that chord, and that sounds something like this. And when you get to the G chord, and you play that suspension on the G chord with your first finger on that C note on the second string, first fret, which is a very nice sounding kind of open, warm sound. So the tune, again, playing through it, sounds something like this. Another thing that Petty does is often he'll play a high G note on top of the first 2 chords. So instead of playing that F chord, or a simple F chord, he'll use his pinky and have that G note on top of that F chord. And then he'll hold it there for the C chord as well. So it'll sound something like this. Or, a little more simplified, or muted, the way Petty plays it often, is something like this. And he also sometimes holds that through the entire tune, playing that G on top. That gets a little difficult fingering wise, and it's not essential to play the tune that way. So again, the tune is something like this. Alright, here's a little exercise, you can call it, that's going to help you learn how to play chords, moving chords from one to another in different sequences, so that you get used to moving from one chord to another and not always the same chord to chord. But it'll also maybe let you see how chord sequences can be used in different ways. We're going to play the chords from the tune Tom Petty's Learning to Fly, but we're going to play it in different keys, and you'll be able to see how you can play a tune in more than one way, and how chords, kind of work in different keys, and how they can, kind of overlap. Here's what the tune sounds like in the original key that Petty wrote it in the key of C, with F being the first chord. Petty's tune in the key of C. Now we're going to play it in the key of D. And you'll see that it sounds, it's different chords, some of the same chords, but mainly different chords. But it's going to sound like the same tune. Right? All right, in the key of G. So we can see that you can play a tune in different ways and with different chords and have it still be, basically the same tune. So it's nice to know that once you learn a bunch of chords, there's all kinds of things you can do with them. There's lots of area that they're going to cover, lots of tunes that they're going to be useful for. Now singing it, that's a whole other bag. That's not something I do. I wish I was a good singer. I'm not. But this is a great tune to start off with if you want to sing and play, because the chords you can get relatively quickly, and just really get into pattern with them, and then just really focus on the singing. And I'm going to give you a little clip of Petty singing this great tune so you can get an idea of what that's about.